So what we have here is a package delivered by the United States Postal Service. It's definitely was delivered priority and required a signature because it's from Blade HQ. And today we're going to be using, I got the Mannix 2 extra large. It's CPM S30V steel, and it's been a pretty great knife. It holds an edge pretty good. The steel holds an edge very nice. And generally Spyderco, a lot of their G10 handled knives, and you know, they will, a lot of the American made knives will come with the S30V steel, unless you're getting like a limited run, where the limited run, they're slightly more, they'll come with an S90 steel, or I believe it's an S110 steel. But this knife got a lot of nice jimping here. Jimping, there's a lot of jimping everywhere. But we're going to use this to open our package, and we're going to see what's inside. So
let's open this up. Oh, great, we have another package.
A little box. So this is priority. I don't know why they used the 2 mailers, but hey, whatever. Let's get started. We'll open this box.
What do we have here? A bag. I mean, we have another mailer. I'm just amazed. Like, I feel like, what are those?
They're like those little Russian dolls that you open another one, there's another one inside. It's pretty funny. But so now we have a priority mailing bag, and this was packaged by Korn. Okay, not Korn with a K, not the band, but Korn. And it says, "You rock. Thanks for your order, Korn, Blade HQ." And there's a little advertisement for a knife sharpener. It says, "Sharpen yo knives." So if you're interested in sharpening yo knives, maybe take a look at this. I don't know that I would use this on my knives, but I don't know much about it. I do use the Spyderco sharp maker. It does pretty good of putting an edge. Actually, my Mannix 2 extra large, I was opening a pack. I think I was removing a staple, and actually broke the tip. I don't know if you could see this or not. Broke the tip off of this knife, and used the sharp maker to redo the edge and bring the. It's not as, you know, pointy as new. It's not as pointy as it was when it was new, but it does have a point. So the sharp maker actually does pretty good for not only just straightening the edge, but you can actually put a new edge as well. So sticking my hand in the package, and we're going to see there's 2 knives in this package. Let's see which one I pull out first. It's the Spyderco package, and this is a knife I've been looking at for a little while. It is actually, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but it is the Power 3. It's a limited run, so it comes with the S10V steel. And let's open it up. See what we have. Ooh, it's the purple or blue handle. It says like a handy little. Comes in a little bag. It comes in a little bag. Let's see what else it comes with. It comes with the usual Spyderco literature. Talks about your knife. Talks in the introduction, "Dear Spyderco owner, congratulations on your purchase." You know, the usual. And their Spyderco warranty. Has a little foam in the bottom. It'll protect it, I suppose. Let's just put that away. Collection of knives. So let's take it out of the plastic. Ooh, I gotta tell you, maybe it's been too long since I've purchased a new Spyderco knife with G10 scales, but I gotta tell you, this G10 has a nice texture. I guess my Mannix 2, and I know you guys that watch the channel know that I generally carry a Yojimbo as my daily driver. The scales don't feel nearly as much like they have nearly as much traction. I don't know if it's just because it's been in and out of my pocket so many times, but this is really has a good feel to it. It feels like a the sandpaper. You know, I gotta tell you. Now, I don't necessarily, I'm not very good with deploying my Spydercos with the thumb hole. Like, I just have a hard time flipping out like so many people do. They get it to whip out. It's like nuts. I have a tough time. So generally what I'll do is I'll push my compression lock down, and then I'll flip it out instead of using the spider hole. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad habit. But as you can see, it has a G10 scales. It's in blue or purple, whatever you prefer to call it. As you can see, you know, the knife is manufactured. This is Para 3, of course, with a lot of their, you know, this is a made in America line. You're probably not hearing me too good because I'm behind the microphone, but you could see that it's made in Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. And on this limited run from Blade HQ, you could see that it sports the CPM S110V blade steel. And it feels very smooth. Sometimes my knives, when I first get them, they need to break in a little bit, but and some of their Taiwanese line, you know, some of their knives made in Taiwan, they come to me and they use like a polyurethane bushing, or I forget exactly what it is, but it's a plastic, in my opinion, it's a plastic bushing, and the deployment's not nearly as smooth in my opinion, and it doesn't feel as good or positive. It takes a lot of effort, very tight. This, I don't know if you can see or not. Let me see if I could get the camera to show you. Will it focus? Will it focus? You could see on either side of that blade. Let me see. You can see the shine actually, but you can see it looks like phosphorus bronze bushings. Yes, that's what I'm saying, phosphorus bronze bushings, and they seem very seems very smooth. As you can see, I'll come back on the other side again. I dropped something. There are my keys. Blade centering is flawless. Flawless. And this Para 3, it does use the compression lock. I'm very fond of it. Pretty easy to manipulate, and it does have, you know, it does have liners. You need to have liners for the compression lock. But pretty solid knife in my opinion. You know, let me see if I have a piece of paper around. See the sharpness. Let me see if this will work. Yeah, bearing once it's in there. That's my receipt from Kenai Pro. Shout out to Billy Birdsell. Ordered the tactical hoodie he has running on sale right now. But and that's awesome jacket. But I gotta tell you, it seems very sharp, and I'm liking it. And there we go. So. So, with that said, we have something else to unbox, and it's something I've been looking at for a long time, and I never pulled the trigger on getting it, because it's a little bit pricey for me, and you know, it's not in the normal range of knives that I would purchase. But I've been looking at it, and you know, I just said, you know, what the heck? You live once, and let me just purchase one, take a look at it, and even maybe let you guys know, you know, my thoughts on it, because it is a little bit more expensive. It's not, you know, in the realm of knives, it's not, you know, very, very expensive, but for me, it is more in the more expensive range of knives that I would purchase. But let's stick our hand in the bag, and what do we pull out? And this box is much larger than this box here. Okay, so you know, it must be pretty substantial what's inside. What do we have? We have the box for Microtech. And so the box from Microtech, and very impressive, it says made in the USA. So this is an Ultratech. It says, welcome to the Microtech family. For over 20 years, Microtech has been working to build a long-standing tradition of innovation and quality with each knife that leaves our facility. And it goes on and on. But this is the Ultratech D/E /E contoured tactical standard. Product number is 122-1T. So let's get this baby open. This box is very nice, and I guess, you know, lifts up. Look at this. This is, it says caution. I don't know if you could see that. Caution, sharp edge. Inspected by, I don't know who, because I can't really make that out. But it's got nice foam on the inside. Let me see if you could make sure you could see that. Let me have to move these babies down. So foam on the inside. I guess you couldn't see that. But so it says custom sharp, caution, sharp edge. Inspected by, I don't know who that inspector is. But if they're watching this video, if you want to, you know, tell me your name, that would be awesome. But it comes foam lined. Pretty cool. And then they have some Microtech literature on the inside here. Hold off on that. And it says, setting the standard for precision cutlery since 1994. And this is the product manual, an all-inclusive guide to your Microtech, and it's OTF out the front. So it gives you your knife care, cleaning and maintenance. Avoid abuse. Proper use will avoid the warranty, as will disassembly by anyone other than Microtech factory repair department or an authorized Microtech armorer. Knives with blades that had been sharpened outside of Microtech factory repair department or by someone other than an authorized Microtech armorer will not be covered under warranty. Wow. So they're saying that either an armorer or a Microtech themselves are the only people that should be sharpening this knife. So I guess I won't be using it as a daily driver to cut up cardboard. I didn't plan on that anyway, but so it gives you operations instructions. Okay, this is for the double action out the front, and that's exactly what we have here. It says opening, hold the knife in your right hand with firm grip, verify clear path of travel for a minimum of 12 inches in front of the knife. Using your thumb, push forward on the release slider located on the side of the handle. This will deploy the blade. Remove your thumb from the release slider blade before using the knife. Remove your thumb from the release. Oh, okay. So you're going to remove your thumb before actually using the blade, is what they're saying. Closing, while holding the knife in either hand, grasp the top portion of the release slider with your thumb and pull it towards you. Ooh, I might have to pick. I didn't realize they had a Kydex sheath. I might have to get the Kydex sheath for this. But where are we at? Make sure we're in view. So that's just talks about operation. Now on to the moment you've been waiting for, the knife itself. Oh, this is beautiful, and the whole. If you could see, if you can, and I'm sure you can, the whole box is foam lined, so there should be no abrasions on this knife. It is in a plastic bag. Comes to us in a plastic bag, and let's get it open. That is oily. It is beautiful. I'm gonna go get something to wipe this off. So that's a little, I mean, I don't know if that's odd or not, but it is kind of weird that it would be, you know, it is a little oily. So let's put that aside. And I gotta tell you, the feeling of it in the hand is, you know, feels really great. It's got a nice pocket clip on it, nice sturdy pocket clip. And with this series of knives, it comes with a glass breaker. And I just gotta tell you, that feels awesome. That feels awesome. I guess I shouldn't have my finger on it. On the actuator. Look at that. That's got really nice, you know, and that's not something that, I don't know if it's going to focus, but that's not something you can see in like online when you're purchasing the knife. But look at that detail in the release slider. You know, it's just, look how it's machined. I mean, that's really beautiful detail. And there is some jimping on the knife itself. That is nice. The glass breaker you could see. Ooh, the glass breaker you could see here. I guess this is a little, like a little lanyard hole. I don't know. I won't be putting a lanyard on it. I generally sport my knives. I'm going to do some research about the Kydex sheath, but I usually use the pocket clip. So I'm sure the moment you've been waiting for, deployment. Let's see how it works. Oh boy. And that's the double-edged. And that really felt, that felt forceful. It looks sharpened to a razor sharpness. It is the black blade. Look at the edge. It's so polished. Wow, that in my opinion, that is a work of art. Look at that. And it is double-edged. It does say, once again, let me see if you could see that. It won't focus for me. But down below, let me see. It just won't focus. Oh, there it is. USA. M390. And let's see, it's retraction. Man, I gotta tell you, years ago, this is the first out the front, and this is actually the first automatic knife that I've actually owned. And I remember years ago, my cousins, they went to south of the border, and he had like a real cheap, you know, switchblade out the front deployment knife. I mean, you would stick your hand in front of it, it wouldn't even deploy. It would just stop. Quite frankly, I wouldn't even attempt to stick my hand in front of this knife. The blade is so sharp. I mean, you know, I'll assume it would just go right through your hand. Let me know in the comment section below if you had experience with deployment, like a missed deployment, and you know, you cut yourself. I don't know, but that feels very positive, like it would do some damage if you deployed that into flesh. I mean, you know, I could be totally wrong. Maybe it would stop. Maybe it would, you know, maybe there is a safety mechanism. I'm not certain, but it does feel very positive and forceful. Once the blade is deployed, there's a little, very minimal amount of wobble in the blade, minimal, but it does feel very secure. It does pull forward somewhat. Will not, let me see. I'm gonna cut myself here. It doesn't feel like it would push back in, but the blade is, oh boy, you have a tough time cleaning this thing. Yeah, without cutting yourself. The blade is oiled somewhat, and that just feels very like quality. I don't know if you out there are going to go totally berserk with this, but I'm sure you feel that you should be able to use it for cutting purposes. Let's just check blade sharpness. Well, I gotta tell you, as sharp as it looks, it is not. And maybe I'm doing something wrong, but we're not slicing paper with this. It looks very sharp and polished. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but it's not. It's not slicing paper. It's not razor sharp. Let me know down in the comments section, all you real knife guys. And I feel like I'm a real knife guy. I'm not a collector of knives. I'm a user of knives. You know, I carry a pocket knife every day. I'm a contractor, as you know, or should know, or maybe you shouldn't know, but I am a contractor, and I use it for daily chores, for working on the job site, you know, cutting wire open, you know, cutting packages open, cutting cardboard open, you know, you name it. You know, I use it daily, and I'm pretty tough on my knives. So I am a knife guy. I believe that, you know, everyone should at least have some type of EDC knife with them. You know, people sometimes are like in certain settings, you know, if a package had, like for instance at a child's birthday party, you know, packages have to be open. Some people are like they're a little dumbfounded that you whip open a knife, you could cut open that package, but you know, they're a little shocked, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But you can't argue with the utility of it. I mean, you're just, you know, you have your knife, it's in your pocket, you're able to open it up and get that work done. So I use my knives as a tool, as a work tool. So I am a knife guy. But I use them as tools. So I generally am not necessarily a knife collector, because like I said, I don't purchase them to put them away, you know, have them sit on a shelf. I actually purchase them to use, you know, for utility. This, not so much. This is more, you know, like a, you know, I feel like it's a very nice piece. This is to me, this is like artwork. This is like artwork. So we're not going to be using this as utility, you know, but you know, I've always wanted to, I've been looking at this and I wanted to purchase it, so I went ahead and made that purchase. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and you know, the look at the new Para 3 and the Microtech out the front. Geez, the Ultratech. So let me know if you liked the video. Leave your comments below. Smash that like button if you do. You know, leave some feedback. Greatly appreciate it. Have a great day.